The device won't work.
I wonder what happened to it.
Where did the missing rope disappear to?
Where's
It's possible that we hold the piece of evidence that shows where the rope went.
Huh?
Which piece of evidence shows where the missing rope went? Take that! The rope we found with a dead body.
Dum 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 dum. Could it be that Daniel was right for once? I'm kidding.
For
you're
once?
Right, yeah. I'm kidding. This is a joke.
It could be that the other piece of rope that was used here.
Then does that mean?
This rope was attached to the weight. However, the weight was not one of these metal weights. These weights were hidden in the grass and replaced with something else.
If they were replaced, then what was it used for the weights?
What was tied to the rope we found in the workroom? If we can recall that, then the answer should be clear. The weight that was dropped in place of the weight that Mr. Keyes had repaired was...
Wait, what?
Body. Was it really the body? There's nothing else.
Listen, if in your deduction when you said that Jpeg was quiet, that means you're right.
I don't want to believe it. Even this is a bit...
Daniel, don't second guess my logic for Jpeg.
Take that! What dropped down the well was none other than Knightley's dead body.
Huh? Like this dead body was used as the weight?
Yes.
Hey Daniel, listen to yourself.
Okay.
Believe it yourself.
Believe in when I believe in your logic.
Okay. Especially when you believe in it. Yes. The weights were replaced with Knightley's body. Mr. Keyes used the device to launch himself off the stage when the rope that was tied to him was undone and let go. Both the body and the rope dropped down the well. The rope wasn't used to tie up Knightley. It was used to suspend him inside the well. That also explains why the other weights were hidden.
So no one would find out that the weights were replaced with the body.
Yes, the killer was the one who hid those weights.
But Miles! Was there Knightley boy stabbing the neck with a murder weapon?
I can't understand a word you say with that accent, but I don't care because it's
Suspended in the well. Wouldn't there be blood at the bottom of the well?
The killer was also aware of that. That's why they used this item. Which item did the killer use in order to leave no traces of blood behind?
the gloves. No. The either I think the blanket. Oh, the blanket because it was there, so it makes sense.
Take that! The sheet we found near the body. It was used to wrap up the body.
I see. It looks like all the pieces are starting to come together, like a jigsaw falling into place.
But this means that the body definitely came from the well. If that's the case, wouldn't that mean Simon is the killer?
No, that's not necessarily the case.
But yesterday, just Courtney said.
If Mr. Keyes was the killer, would he have needed to set up such an elaborate device?
I guess you have a point.
Mr. Keyes was only responsible for dropping the body during the show. In other words, it doesn't matter where the real killer was or what they were doing during the show. Until now, this placed the doubt on the people who did not watch the animal show.
It's true. We also suspected Mr. Dogan.
The killer's true intent was to make us think that the murder occurred during the show. In other words, they used the device on the well to create a fake alibi. Miss Berry, do you know when this device on the well was set up?
Let me think. The day before the show, I think, was at night? We started prepping at 9 p.m. We finished at around midnight.
The killer replaced the weights with a dead body afterwards.
Yay!
Did Dogan know about the device? No, even if he knew about the device, it wouldn't be possible for him to use it. You can't teach a dog to suspend a body in a well. Or can you? In other words, Dogen is not the killer.
Logic
Dum,
time.
dum, dum. Chum chum chum. Missing apple. Wait, switch with body. Missing elephant. Stick the elephant. What? What? Is the missing weights the missing? Wait, no. Is the weights the missing elephant?
What?
Wait, no. What?
No, the
Is
body is the.
replacement of the. Continue on. I shall not speak.
Oh, night before the show, next morning.
That's what
What?
I meant.
Fuck. Okay.
What? Why is it not?
I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. What? I need to think this over one more time. What? Okay, did she eat the apples?
I found more like weights switching with the body missing elephant, because then like something with weights. I don't know.
No, but the way that was
Apple in
switched
Japanese
was
is Ringo.
Wait. So a stick, the
Ringo.
elephant, and missing apples. Maybe they used a stick as a weight.
But
I
she
don't
wouldn't
know.
fit in the well.
Yeah,
big.
but you could be the weight, like the thing that holds it if they tie fucking rope around her. I don't know.
But she would.
Daniel's the
know.
correct one, by the way.
What? She just ate the apples. It's
Yeah,
that
Daniel's the
simple.
correct one.
Oh boy.
Hey, same answer, different logic.
That's a different answer. Isn't it?
Wait, no, I said I. Never mind. I'm done.
The apples in the crate were probably eaten by a stick.
But it's strange. I remember leaving the crate out of our reach for a stick's nose.
Are you certain?
Yes, the crate was still full of apples on the night before the show.
Then the cart was moved to where her nose could reach it. With that many apples, it could not have been moved by the wind. Most likely, the crate was moved by a person.
Dum 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 dum.
Dun,
Prior to
dun,
the show,
dun.
the cart's position was already changed and the apples were all eaten. This appears to be the correct information. Please update the simulation parameters, K.
Alright, I'll use the new info to recreate the scene. First, let's return to the during the show. Using the info we got from Regina, I'll recreate the scene with the cart in its actual place.
In its right place.
Whee! Oh, food.
Recreation complete.
That's the wrong direction. Still the wrong direction. No wonder I thought it smelled like animals. It contained the elephant's food.
So it was filled with a stick's apples.
That's right. On the day before the show, it was full of apples.
And in the morning, they were all gone.
Oh, did you think of something?
You could say that.
Logic time.
Basically, the people who did these were the same person. This cart was moved the night before the show. The body was also switched the night before the show.
I don't think it was just a coincidence, though.
Keeping that in mind, the question now becomes, why was the cart moved? The cart used to be in front of that door. I can think of one reason why.
Somebody opened that door. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hurry up and the door is locked. Let's ask a guard. Hey, Mr. Guard.
Aren't you supposed to be the ultimate?
Hello. Okay, sorry.
Yes. What is it? That was fast. You there! Where's the key to this door? The warden's in charge of it. I'll get it from her right away. The warden is in charge of the keys here. Without the warden's permission, this door can't be opened.
thank you very much.
It's a circuit breaker panel. This must be the circuit breaker room.
On the night before the show, somebody came into this room and switched the security camera. Look at it. I wonder, why will they come here?
Actually, Shaw, you're right. So apparently for about 3 hours, the camera actually went offline and the power was gone.
Oh,
I don't know how you got that right.
Yeah, you were there.
I don't know, my wisdom precedes me. What can I say?
I don't think anyone would confuse the breaker room with the break room. It was definitely to operate the circuit breakers.
So someone came here to shut off the power to do something?
Was there anything that had its power shut off?
I don't know, you tell me.
You told us already. What could have had its power
what
shut
you
off by the breaker?
I told you what you told me that I didn't know that you told me. Yeah.
Take that! The security camera footage had a 3-hour gap.
Ah, I see. The circuit breaker for the security camera was tripled. Why is tripled?
Because it was triple the hours. For 3 hours. It's highly possible.
It was the killer's handwork.
With the camera down, it'd be easier to move about. The killer would have had a major advantage.
I knew it! I mean, yeah,
If that's
I
the case, the killer was the person who tripped the breaker. The person in charge of the key to the breaker room is... It couldn't be.
Oh, maybe they were in it together. Deactivating the recreation.
Cover your eyes, Ray.
No! I'm blind again. I don't have eyelids. This is a problem. He was born with no eyelids.
Oh.
Poor guy. Oh, is it who I think it is?
Hmm?
Is it? Ah! I'm the first in the scene as always.
Good morning, Mr. DeBest.
I'm the best. What? You? How did you get here before me? I have many matters which require my attention. I'll have no time to waste. Unlike a certain prosecutor who's taken off the case.
Grr.
Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you were assisting the defense attorney. Assistant can never be the best! You've fallen like the rest!
You just said whatever you like. You just say whatever you like, don't you?
Let us begin our examination of the courtyard, Sebastian. Alright, Mommy! I'll call the man over!
Hold it. That will be unnecessary.
What?
We have already finished the investigation of the courtyard. You've been bested.
Bested? Me?
Judge Courtney. Your reasoning from yesterday. Watch me shatter it to pieces.
What the fuck? I would advise you to choose your words more carefully. Have you forgotten that the fate of your badge rests in my hands?
I have had enough of such coercion. Can't you think of some other way to threaten me that does not involve my badge?
Overruled! Despite my repeated warnings, you show no signs of reflection. It seems I must remind you once more. The prosecutorial investigation committee can't leave someone such as yourself in check.
Objection! Neither the fate of my badge nor the actions of the committee will impede my progress. Proving Mr. K is innocent. That is all that concerns me.
Your words are like those of a defense attorney. Fucking useless. If you are willing to go that far, then I will show no leniency. In the name of the goddess of law. Hiya! I shall return your words against you. And at that moment, you will forfeit the title of prosecutor. You shall regret this. I shared my reasoning with you the day before. Since Mr. Helper did not see the body when he passed through the tunnel, it can only have been dropped down the well during the show. The only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect.
Naturally, you have evidence to support your reasoning.
Of course she is! Who do you think she is? Earlier, I received the official autopsy report.
Babysitting that kid must be difficult.
The time of death was the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the day before the show. The cause of death remains unchanged, a stab wound 4 inches deep. It's not the only thing 4 inches deep.
I knew you would fucking say that.
Simon Keyes was not present on the stage for a period of 15 minutes. There was sufficient time for him to drop the body down the well.
She has not investigated the courtyard yet. Ironic, considering her name is Courtney. That means, it seems there is a hole in your argument.
You seem quite confident.
A 6-inch deep, 4-inch deep.
Can you present evidence to support your claim?
Of course I can, and I will.
Do it!
Is this a
Just
present only?
do it! This is a present only.
Come on, present evidence that will belittle my logic.
Oh, Courtney just went through puberty, I guess.
Yeah.
Voice changed.
What?
Temporary puberty. She went through temporary puberty.
I'm from my phone, so I will probably die a lot when it comes to reading, yes.
Die a lot. That's not good.
I can't see. Improvisation it is. What are we trying to prove?
We're trying to prove that it was dropped before the show. And it's true because it was dropped the night before. I'm just wondering if it's this piece of evidence, because it doesn't say exactly, oh, dropped the night before, but yeah.
Why don't you try?
Okay. Objection! Okay, never mind. Judge Courtney, there is a contradiction in your testimony.
I cannot authorize that statement.
And why not?
Because it's obvious you're bluffing.
Oh, is that the impression I give off?
Well,
Next
yes.
time, for sure, I will present evidence that will silence her for good.
Oh, like bury me in the grave? Damn. Sheesh. Okay, let's
Why don't
see
you do
what
it
we
when you
can.
present that on the other statement, Daniel?
This statement?
Maybe.
How could they be? How could? Oh, how could they have done it if they were using this shit? You know, they were using it for the performance.
What shit? The elephant shit?
What? No, we're trying to prove that. We were trying to prove that the only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect. But the suspect yesterday couldn't have sabotaged it because he needed it for the show, like today.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Why would they sabotage it?
They would die.
It would die.
They would
Objection!
What? Oh, okay. I was like,
Unfortunately for you, Judge Courtney, your argument does not hold any water. Just like the well. Hey, Edward!
Did he actually say that?
Huh? Yeah, he said
I was
that.
looking. Did he?
He did say that. That's what the line said.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
There was a device set up around the well here.
what is this device of which you speak?
Little thief.
Little bitch.
Are you aware of the
Blind
stunt
ball.
in which Mr. Keyes is blown away by the elephant during the show?
I have heard of it. I would never. It would have been right before he exited the stage.
He tied on one end of a length of rope to himself and the other end to a set of weights. He was able to perform the stunt by dropping these weights down the well.
Objection! Wouldn't he have spent the whole place suspended up in the air?
Hold it. That's why he had a stopper attached to the... in the air. I love the way... That's why he had a stopper attached to the weighted end. The stopper was removed by pulling another rope. Around the well, we found evidence that the weights were switched with the victim's body. This was done by the real killer in order to shift suspicion away from them. Judging from the time of death, the murder was carried out in the early morning of the show. The true criminal had until the time the show started to set up the device.
Objection! But didn't Simon Keyes make that thing? And since he was also the one who used it, he is the best suspect. La 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 la. Don't you agree?
Objection! If Mr. Keyes were the murderer, he would not have needed to do that. Miss Berry.
Yes?
Was there anyone else who knew of the device he set up?
Well, let me see. Since we had to get everything about our show approved by the people here at the prison, I'd say there was others who knew about it.
And there you have it.
I see. You have indeed performed a thorough investigation. Which is why I'm even further perplexed. Why do you not use your effort for justice?
My actions are not just. Who made that decision?
You cannot understand even that? Even now? Providing support to a defense attorney, despite being a prosecutor. It is quite unnatural. This goes against the rules.
I am merely choosing to do what I think is right at this particular time. I travel down the road I have chosen. Your comprehension does not matter in the least. However, if anyone intends to interfere, I will show no mercy.
Perhaps this is a calling from the goddess of law. If you intend to rebel against her divine will,
Hiya.
I will have no choice but to hand down my verdict. Pay heed to my words. I have one more reason to suspect Simon Keyes as the murderer. Murderer.
I need a fucking
If the body
rest.
came from the courtyard, how was Mr. Knightley brought here to the detention center? Only Simon Keyes should have provided such an opportunity. Because of that fact, I find it most difficult to understand why any other parties of this crime. With Simon Keyes who moved supplies for the show, he visited Mr. Knightley's cell. Does that not strike you as odd? Why else would he have brought a large covered cage with him? Oh, yeah, that does seem suspicious.
Mr. Keyes was merely that kind of person. It is entirely possible that he carelessly brought it there.
If that is possible, then it's also possible that he was assisting the escape. Am I wrong?
I suppose I must refute her theory with evidence.
Yeah, you have some.
Evidence.
Show me the evidence.
This is the present as well thingy. He presents something.
By the dog? How was he brought here by the dog, right?
Was he? No, the dog brought the
didn't-
body to the workroom.
Yeah, but the thing is, she already knows that though. Courtney already knows that.
Ow. Okay.
Oh god. Oh, never mind. That was the wrong button. Are you certain that he was the only person who had the opportunity?
Have you forgotten? This is a prison. Due to the constant supervision, it would be impossible to do anything unusual.
Hold it! Then wouldn't it be the same for Mr. Keyes?
The warden have shown favor to the Big Berry Circus. Simon Keyes is a circus member, Miss Berry's apprentice, no less. It could only have been him. He would have been able to move freely without any facility.
Oh. Objection! It seemed that you forgot to mention that.
The word forgot does not exist in my dictionary.
Then it would be prudent for you to add this to your argument. Mr. Keyes may have been the only person who could move around freely in the prison, but on the day of the murder, there was a gap in time missing from the surveillance records. During that time, anyone could have done as they pleased. Do I have proof of this gap of surveillance in the... there?
Do we? But it's just a...
Well,
Do we
okay,
have
no,
like
it's right
a
here.
record?
Yeah, here we go.
Proof of the gap in the records is the the proof of the gap in the records is the records? No, it doesn't make sense, does it? Wait, was that right?
Apparently,
Yeah.
Mr. Keyes
that was
wasn't
right.
the only one who had the
Right.
opportunity.
Who else could have had the opportunity?
The timestamp on the security camera is off by 3 hours. This means there was a 3-hour gap in time. During that time, anyone could have done it.
if that was the case, then then the murderer would have created the gap in time intentionally. It would not have been a simple camera failure. Are you saying that it's possible?
It's possible if you had access to this.
Can we show profiles? Oh.
In this courtyard, we found the circuit breaker for the security camera. And it was possible to access the breaker room both before and after the murder.
What?
Unfortunately, it appears that you have fallen short of your intentions.
Mr. Edgeworth hasn't fallen short of anything.
Yes, I'm not vertically challenged.
So, can you explain how the murderer obtained the key to the breaker room?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was locked, wasn't it? The warden hangs on the key, right?
The breaker room was of great importance even in prison. There is no one who would be able to obtain the keys so easily.
Objection. Well, I can think of someone.
Huh? What did you just say?
This person, the murderer, was able to get this key. They didn't even need to steal it.
Objection! There can't be anyone like that! Besides, the breaker to the electrified fence is in that room too!
Only one person could have done this. I didn't want to believe it myself, but I trust that my logic is sound. The person who used the key to enter the breaker room is...
Miss Warden.
Roland! They see me, Roland.
Roland in the deep.
The murderer is... Warden Roland.
I love she walks in at the moment she's being accused.
Speak of
Oh
the
my!
devil.
What an energetic little puppy!
That's because this dog is extremely fond of sweet. It seems to detect a sweet scent on you.
Oh heavens no! I'm not even wearing a perfume or anything of sort.
What the dog detects is the sweet scent of death.
How poetic! However, does that not imply that I committed a murder?
That's what I think.
Oh.
Oh,
Stop it! Stop it with the self-harm device!
The warden is the murderer? Mr. Edgeworth, are you serious about your statement? Ho 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 ho! How amazing! The very thought of a warden committing a murder!
Ew.
It sounds like something out of a mystery novel.
Or an Ace Attorney game.
Precisely. Your visiting is contempt.
Hold it! Nothing of the sort. I did not want to believe it myself, but based on the evidence, I have no choice but to believe it. This evidence proves that Warden Roland is the murderer.
I guess
The sweet scent.
Yeah, but how can we prove it?
Because she smells like it.
She
I don't know,
smells
go
like
for
it. Go for it?
Go for it.
Okay. Take that!
She smells like it, therefore it isn't.
The smell gave you away. As you
What?
can plainly
They're
see,
making women smell good, so that's how we detect them. Does the creators have like a smell fetish?
Maybe.
someone has taken notice.
The police dog?
He tracked a sweet smell that came from the body, and right now he is telling us that the same scent is also on Warden Roland.
Oh, you're a cruel one to accuse me of murder based on something like that. Right, Justin, darling.
It appears that Judge Courtney has reached the same conclusion as I have.
Mr. Edgeworth, this could not have been a coincidence, could it?
The key to the breaker room and the same scent on the body. If it were only one, it could have been seen as such.
It appears we have reached a conclusion. We should now listen to what the warden has to say.
Don't pull a Kirkus Alba, please. Indeed.
No!
Until we do, we cannot close this case.
Oh my goodness! Everyone with such a scary face.
Worn out faces. Worn out
So,
faces.
I'm the only one who could have been the murderer. Just cannot be.
Fuck him up!
I heard about the case from Justin Darling here. Had I committed the murder, I would have taken place inside a holding cell. But I could not have moved the body. I never went into prison. I was caught up in my work up until the show. I was stuck in my office. Check up on it. If you'd like to find there was no record of me entering the prison. I don't know what reasoning you have had, but I can say for sure, I cannot be the killer.
We'll miss out back on you, pal. You gotta be the culprit.
Oh heavens, it is not possible. I already told you I never went to the prison. If you think I'm lying, why don't you take the records?
She wants us to
Wait,
check the
you're saying
record. She does seem confident. For now, all we can do is listen to her and try to draw out more information.
I do hope you understand, Mr. Edward.
Press the last one, Daniel.
Okay.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, Mommy.
Whee!
Alright.
Look at the ferret thing. He's so happy. He's like, whee!
Yeah, you see that?
I love the bird.
He's so
Hold
cute.
it! You did not enter the prison from the entrance. But what if there was another route?
Oh my, you're suggesting something like a secret passage? I don't know if anything like that exists.
You dumbass. It is my firm belief you did possess an alternate route. That route was neither the entrance nor a secret passage. The route you used was from here.
The tunnel?
The well?
Was the well empty? Yeah, it was empty, so I mean she could move.
Yeah.
Could she?
She could have.
But there's also like the okay.
Take that.
Okay. The birded wire fence.
You would have moved Natalie to your office first. This office leads directly to the garden side of the courtyard. If you had moved through here and past the barbed wire fence, you would have arrived at the prison without passing through the entrance or a tunnel. Never mind, it was the garden.
I wonder what Mr. Edgeworth is saying.
Bunch of
Haven't you
bullshit.
noticed? There was a high volt current running through the fence.
Yeah, obviously she couldn't have passed through it like that.
The current to the fence could be switched off at the breaker room. And you were the only one who had the key, Warden Roland.
Most amusing. However, the breaker room is located at the prison side of the courtyard, not house. How would the warden have access from the detention center? Oh, quite right. Got you there, Mr. Edward.
That's...
If only there was no record of her passing through the prison entrance. It would not have been possible for her to turn off the fence breaker.
Yeah, but Warden Roland was the only one who had access.
Don't get this face, you man.
Shut up, Ray. All you do is stand around and do nothing and flirt with 14-year-old girls. Shut the fuck up. But if I don't have a solution for this, she'll get away.
Now, Uncle Ray never said don't think, you know. That's horrible advice. It's just not good to be so stubborn about it, that's all.
But no matter how you think about it, Warden Roland could have done this alone.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, if you have failed to
Objection!
come up with a new post, I am not amused. Interrupting my judgment only to be silent.
Without thinking, I just blurted out objection.
Oh.
I have to answer. I won't let this end here. My reasoning is not over yet.
So, how did she use the breaker without leaving the detention center?
It's perfectly possible with this method. What made it possible? What made it possible to turn off the breaker?
He doesn't even know himself.
She had an accomplice? No. Wait, the timing of the incident. Wait, no.
Yeah, what if she did it before?
Yeah. That could also be it. But then.
Before what?
Before the
Yeah.
Before. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, before what?
All right, she had an accomplice then, I guess.
Wait, also her position as a warden? I mean, she could just like.
No, but
fake?
even if she had the key and like the power to turn off the breaker, she couldn't have crossed the fence. Because it was still.
Why not?
Because it was still electrified, so she would have like been electrocuted if she touched it. She wouldn't have been able to turn it off from this side, so she had to have turned it off from this side. And to do that, she either
had an
needed an
accomplice.
accomplice, or she probably turned it off way before. When she was still on the prison
Okay.
side.
I think she had an accomplice, but you can
Yeah.
also go with the timing of the.
It was indeed impossible for one person. But what if there were two?
Exactly, just what I expected from you, man.
Yes, you had an accomplice on the prison side.
Enough! I am disappointed in you, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
What's that about? You're making fun of Mr. Edgeworth?
The inmate at this prison all wear bracelets, except one person.
Oh!
Except one.
If they try to go there as they please, they will set off the alarm. Huh.
So you've noticed, this is a prison after all. Not only the prisoners, but the guards too, are under constant security.
So why didn't anyone notice Elbert?
The only one allowed to move around freely are the animals.
Is Frank Salick
Her
an animal?
accomplice was Doggy. And they certainly could not have used the breaker.
But it's still possible that a person did it.
Excluding the inmates and the guards, just what kind of a person would you say it was?
You said it yourself. An animal. Objection! We can't exclude the inmates and the guards just yet. There was only one person. One whose movement was not restricted. The evidence this evidence shows that there was someone in the prison who could move around
bracelet.
freely.
The bracelet.
Take that.
It's a fucking wig guy.
It looks like the bracelet worn by the prisoners.
This belongs to a certain model inmate, and it's broken.
What? Just who on earth does it belong to?
I'm surprised no one has ever called him out on that. Stop thinking! Just get straight to the point. Frank Sawit. That's me. The warden's favorite inmate. Oh, look at her face.